I've had my business for over 15 years, and over that time, I have always been the type to look at growing it. Now, money is important to me, but ultimately, I want to be able to look back in 10 years' time and say that I've run a good business and I've had the respect of my peers. But a few years ago, I got involved in something that meant I nearly lost it all. Now, I knew this colleague who ran a spare parts and lubricants business. He had a very big customer base, and he was always very good at making deals with them. He was talking about a great new opportunity, starting out as a small order, but with enormous potential. I was excited too, as it meant my business growing as well. Then I got this call from another associate of mine, Ibrahim. He was quite agitated when we met. He was asking why I was getting involved in such this risky business. I mean, I wasn't sure what he meant until he told me that through the spare parts distributor that I was supplying to, our product was going to a trader who was known for dealing with Syria. You know, the worst thing was that Ibrahim seemed really disappointed in me. I mean, he obviously thought that I was doing it deliberately. Now, I knew that as a member of the EU, the sanctions wouldn't let me sell to Syria. But Ibrahim thought that I'd used a loophole in competition law to sell to my customer, who could then use a trader to sell into Syria. I felt ashamed. First, I didn't want to believe it. But the next day, I asked my spare parts dealer, and he tried to deflect it. And then eventually he said, oh, well, if I didn't do it, then somebody else would. Why shouldn't I get the benefit? I immediately cancelled the next order, and I made a call to my Castrol account handler explaining the problem. And I mean, they were surprisingly understanding, as they knew me as a fair and hard-working distributor partner. They were also very sure to actually point out to me that it is always best to be very careful when you see a sudden big requirement, even from a regular customer. Ultimately, yes, I should have done my research. I just felt so foolish. I was very worried that it would ruin my reputation as a person and as a business. But Castrol, they stood by me, and I realized that working with them means a lot to me. I mean, this experience, it reinforced in me that I work with a company where being honest and transparent is as much an important value as I hold in my own business. But fortunately, it's all history now. My business is going from strength to strength, and so is my reputation. And in the end, my courageous decision to be honest actually helped me get more business. I mean, other companies now hold me in high regard as an ethical business. It makes me really proud to be thought of that way, and I'm very proud to be associated with Castrol.